Hello guys, Nicholas here, and this video was sponsored by Laptop Champs. If you sign up today for Index through ClickFunnels trial account, you'll be getting this amazing medical funnel. You'll be getting this awesome dentist funnel built for you from top to bottom. Everything it's a base a booking funnel I built with ClickFunnels, and it's got an amazing design. It's got a layout for you. All you need to do is switch the text definitely to match whatever it is you're doing in the medical field, and the images as well. You could switch the assets, and aside that, every other thing is sort of embedded to work in your favor. Alright, so it's basically done for you from top to bottom, and I have 5 steps. So this is going to be a 5-step funnel for you. And yeah, so we've got a home page. This is the home page. You can see it, really awesome, really responsive. And you've got the booking page. Consider this part the most important part of the funnel, because this is where your clients you enable your clients to book for your services. All right, so you could book with you, and I'll use the third-party booking app that's a Calendly. Okay, so you could all you need to do is register on Calendly, or if you've got any other calendar app, you could just register in it, and I would be showing you how to embed the code in this part. But if you've got any problem getting that part done, you could contact me. You could book my services here, and I would personally help you configure that part of the whole funnel for you. All right, and yeah, you've got a thank you page when your patients book your services. They are taken to a thank you page, and their contact is sent to you via your calendar app. And yeah, you could sort of communicate with them afterwards from that part on. It totally depends on you. It's totally up to you. Then you've got a page for your testimonials, because there is no successful business without a testimonial. All right, so you've got a page where you have your testimonial, really responsive, really really great. Okay, so I've got a couple of testimonials. You could add more. I'm going to show you how to get this sort of thing done, and you could add more if you want to. Totally up to you. And yeah, we've got a team page where you could sort of preview all of your team if you want to. You could do that if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't need to. It's not mandatory, but in most cases, it's pretty amazing if you sort of. I'd like to see who I will be working with in the nearest future. Right, I at least know a few things about them. Create this sort of communication. It helps people sometimes get comfortable with who they're working with. All right, so you could like you can see, I have a couple of demo people that I'm working with. You've got Jendo, Judo, Jasmine, and Charles Girl. They are not related, trust me. All right, so yeah, so this is just demo data. So yeah, like this is just demo data, and they'll be required to be filled in. All right, so that's basically what you'll be getting. Then you could get a newsletter here. You could get them to subscribe for a newsletter if you want to do that. If you don't want to, you could change the text to just recapture their emails and their name and email addresses, just in case you don't book your services. So you could follow up with them later on in the future if you want to do that. All right, so it's totally up to you. I will be showing you. We'll be talking briefly about ClickFunnels in a bit, and you get to know sort of things that happens in ClickFunnels. You get to know the ups and downs of ClickFunnels, how to create awesome pages like this with ClickFunnels, and how to edit some of these things. And yeah, I would take you to my dashboard in a minute, and we will get started from there. So I will be seeing you guys in my dashboard. Alright guys, so if you click on the button below to get started, you'd when you register for a free 14 days trial account, you get a page like this. All right, this is basically your dashboard page. All right, and before we get any further, I want to quickly talk about ClickFunnels and give you a general idea of what ClickFunnels is. Because I believe that you probably might have heard of ClickFunnels sometime before, or you saw an ad of ClickFunnels and you're wondering what ClickFunnels is. Well, really, if you're looking to explode your business, then ClickFunnels is definitely the right choice for you. All right, so I personally have had a lot of encounters with countless CMS web builders on the market stage of the buying journey. All right, ClickFunnels software is primarily designed to provide online businesses with a complete sales funnel. It's a simple, hassle-free. That's the best part of ClickFunnels. Alternative to ranking your website in the search engine results. All right, so ClickFunnels has this amazing SEO metadata where it sort of ranks your businesses in the search engines at number one. All right. So moving on, ClickFunnels gives you everything you need for marketing, selling, and delivering your products and services online. All right, regardless of being a physical product or it's a service you're rendering, ClickFunnels can get it done for you. All right, and get it done quickly. Okay, so without having to hire or rely on the tech team. All right, and the best part of ClickFunnels is it works perfectly for both small scale, large scale, startups, etc. All right, so in a nutshell, ClickFunnels is the best CMS or marketing tool out there. All right, let's skip over all of the grammar I just gave out right now and just go straight to the point. All right, we hit the nail on the head. ClickFunnels is the most amazing marketing tool out there on the internet currently. All right, they've got an amazing support team. All right, you don't get a lot of marketing tools out there that have the amount of amazing team ClickFunnels have. All right, and virtually anything you want to get done on ClickFunnels is out there on the internet. All right, it's basically out there and it's just amazing. All right, sometimes when I want to talk about ClickFunnels I get lost with words because it's really just it's like ClickFunnels is like direct help sent from God. All right, but yeah, really ClickFunnels is just that amazing. All right, so now you basically know what ClickFunnels is all about, and the next and most important part of it is I will be showing you how to create pages on ClickFunnels, and I will be showing you the funnel that you'll be getting for free, the 5-step funnel you'll be getting for free, so you know how to edit and make changes to this funnel. And yeah, if you got any problems at all, if you got any shortcoming and you feel like the things you need to get done and you can't get it done and you need my help, yeah, I will be giving an amazing discount for my clients that I get from this tutorial video right now. All right, so if you hit me up on my email address, I'll show you that shortly, or you book my services via the booking Calendly third-party app I showed you a couple of minutes ago. With the code MD Funnels, I will be giving you over 70% discount on anything I'm getting done for you. Okay, so that's really how awesome I and how enthusiastic I am about this whole ClickFunnels thing. All right, so I'll be giving a huge discount to anyone who needs my help and needs me to get some things set up for them and done for them. Yeah, 70% discount. Like I said, you heard it. No joke, 70% discount, and I will be getting it all set up for you within 5 days. All right, if you can't get it done yourself and you need it up and running within 5 days. All right, so that's that on that. And the next step now is we're going to move over to our funnels and get things set up. All right, so on my navbar I have a couple of things. I have a ClickFunnels logo. I hope you guys can You guys can see my mouse. So I've got a ClickFunnels logo. I've got a search bar. I've got this ClickFunnels. Yeah, I've got follow-up funnels, backpack, help, notification bell, and my account and my name here, Niklaus McAnthony's. All right. So yeah, so for you to get to the funnel you'll be getting, and because when you click on the button below, you'd see a prompt where you could accept the funnel, and when you get the funnel, you'd have to create a 14 days free ClickFunnels account. So when you're done with all of that and you're on this page, the next thing you need to do is hover over the ClickFunnels. When you hover over the ClickFunnels like this, you're going to be seeing a funnel subheading, a funnel sub section, sorry, contact, sales, funnel, marketplace, and build a funnel. All right, so you want to put your attention on this particular funnels. All right, so you click on funnels, and it loads up and opens up all of the funnels. All right. Alright guys, so when you've done exactly what I said you should do, you arrive at this page. Alright, this page shows you all of your funnels, all the funnels built for you. Okay, so you can see all these funnels built created by Niklaus. So when you get the funnel, this group tag, you're going to see something like this. You're going to see shared funnels. Alright, so when you see on the group tag, you see shared funnels. And you'd see this name, MD Sales Funnel, alright? So that's what you want to click on, alright? So if you hover over the name, you'd see the pointer sort of changes to a finger or hand, and you click on it, it opens up, and we'll get into the funnel editor, and you can see the title up here, MD Sales Funnel. You can see some things. This is a link, funnel link. This is copy the link. This is to visit the funnel URL, and the step stats, contacts, settings. We'll be going to here a bit, so you could see all of the contacts. If you don't have a third party, marketing app you want to use to capture your contact, you can do that with ClickFunnels as well. Like I said, really amazing. And yeah, I'll be showing you how to do that at the end of later on, and probably at the end of the tutorial. And yeah, we've got an overview, we've got automations, publishing. Alright, so we've got an overview, we've got automation, and we've got publishing. Alright, so we have the home page. You've got 5 steps, like I said. You can see on this part, we've got home page, we've got booking page, we've got thank you page, we've got a testimonial page, and a team page. Alright, this over here is the link of the page, of a particular page. You can see homepage. We've got the link / homepage. Alright, so you'd want to, before you go live, yeah, it's really advisable for you to sort of integrate your own domain over here, so you could before you go live, so you could get the SSL certificate, and Google could verify that it's your web page is protected and all of that. So really, you could you should it's quite important, so you should get your domain all set up before you go live. And like I said, if you contact me, I can get that done for you all within 5 days or less or shorter, because if you've got your images and your copy ready, if you don't have that ready, I know a guy, he's really good with copy. He's literally the best I know. I've worked with him for over 8 years right now, and yeah, he's amazing. So we could reach an agreement with him, and he can get your copy done for you as well. But really, if you got any problem moving from this point on, you could always contact me, and I would be happy to help you get your business and up and running. Alright, so we're in the first step of the funnel, and this first step is the home page. Alright, so you can see this little preview screen. Yeah, this screen it shows you what the only the first part of what your web page looks like. Alright, so if we want to get into the page and we want to edit the page, which we're going to want to do, you're going to have to when you hover over this edit page, all you need to do is hit on it, and it loads up and it opens the editor. Alright, so when we are the editor, and that's where we are able to sort of alright guys, so we're live in our editor page, and I would you can see things hovering, and I would be explaining everything to you from top to bottom, so that you don't you know what's happening, and you could make changes to basic changes to everything on this page. And yeah, so I'll be starting from the navigation bar, so you know everything you're seeing and you don't get confused. All right, so from this part, from the top left corner part, you can see we have a ClickFunnels icon, and this is an icon to tell that takes us out of this editor page, and we've got this icon right desktop, and this basically what this does really is it shows you what your website looks like on the desktop view and the mobile as well. It makes your website, it makes you see what your website looks like on the mobile view. Well, I've done all of that for you because really, if you this is we already know what it looks like on the on a website, and if I hit on this button to see what it looks like on the mobile, you'd see that yeah, so you'd see this is what it looks like on the mobile. It still looks pretty amazing, pretty responsive as well. And yeah, so I've got all of that done for you. So the design is all top notch, and it's something I've used over the years, and it works perfectly fine for the company I used it for. So you rest assured that it's perfectly going to convert for you, right? So yeah, that's it. Don't do not bother yourself about these apps because you're not really going to use it. So let's head over to the setting tabs, and if you see the setting tabs, you have the integration. So what is the integration actually? Really, integration is basically for your, if you've got a third party mailing app, all right, something like Active Campaign, or you've got Get Response or something like that, all right, and you want to sort of gather as many leads as possible, and you want to sort of fix it in a list in that third party mailing app, all right. So you get that API, and you sort of put it in this integration. So if I hit on it, you see a sidebar pops up, and you can see it's telling me not connected. But if you've got a mailing app, all you need to do is connect that mailing app. You can see I have something like ConvertKit. So ConvertKit is another amazing mailing app. Right, I use this personally. So you've got ConvertKit. So if you hit on ConvertKit, you can see it loads up and sort of searches for all of the let's say I want to add to list with tags, and it shows me list tag and all that. So all this is getting all of this from my ConvertKit account. And if you've got an account of your own, it will also do that for you. All right. So if you've got a problem with setting up, like I said, you could contact me. I'll get that done for you. All right. So that's done. And SEO metadata. All right. If you recall, I previously talked about SEO metadata, helping with searches and the visibility of your website when people make searches. All right. So you can see the title of this. This is the title your web page holds. On this part, you can see MD homepage. Let me show you why it's so you get the full. Okay, let's say home rather than homepage. Okay, you can see changes. All right, it's MD home now because I changed it to home, but I want to put it back to homepage. Changes as well. All right, so description is right now I just put built with ClickFunnels, but you want to describe your business here. All right, you just want to describe your, sort of talk about your hospital, or your just talk about little things about it, because it sort of shows. You can see build with ClickFunnels. So this is sort of a preview of what it will look like when your patients search for your website on the internet. Alright, so you can see I will build with ClickFunnels here, and this is what it's going to show if anyone searches for this right now. And yeah, so you want to be sure to put your your business description here, so you can give the client a snippet of information, important information, before they click on it. And yeah, this is sort of how you could get traffic into your website. All right, so usually people don't tell you this because they want you to pay a lot of money, and then they do something as simple as this for you. But yeah, I just gave you the hack. All right, so really how you really work with traffic is you get an awesome description for your business, and yeah, these keywords, all right, really important. All right, so these keywords are really important. You want to fill these keywords with something that you want to fill these keywords with. I'm so sorry, that's my mistake, my bad. You want to sort of put these keywords, you want to fixing keywords relating to your business, like medicals, like tooth, like toothache, or something like that, something related to your business. All right. So here's another hack for to help with visibility of your website. You could search about 20 or 30 words, most searched words relating to your line of business. All right. So if you search that, when you see that on Google, you copy all of that and you paste it all in this keywords area. Okay. So really, that's all you need to do, and you be sure that you get enormous amount of traffic in your website. All right. So the author, you could put your name if you want to. I could easily put Niklaus right here, because it's my website. I'm the author. All right. So and it also helps when with Wikipedia. So when Wikipedia brings out your website, and on Wikipedia you can see it sort of shows your name. That's, you could put your company's name here or your name personally, depends on all of or what you want. And yeah, the social media image is you could put an image of your company. Why would you do that? Because when someone shares your link on platforms like WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, it sort of previews an image of your web page. All right, so it's really amazing if you do that. So it makes your website unique when people share your link, that's your website link, over social media, and it shows all of that. Okay, so that's all you need to know on SEO metadata. So when you get those kind of things done and set up, you see that you've handled most of the problems people face with your website that's generating traffic. All right, so you rest assured that you have handled that part and you got all of this amazing information for free. All right, so the next part we're going to be talking about is the general. All right, so every one of this background, you don't need to bother yourself about this. I've got all of that set up. The typography, you could change the typography. It's basically the text you want to be used all over your web page. All right, so you could sort of change the typography if you want that, and the general. Right, so what I want to talk about in this general aspect is just this affiliate badge. All right, so you could remove this, you could hide this if you don't want it to be shown, or you can show it. All right, so you might ask yourself, what is an affiliate badge? All right, so if I show you in the preview of the web page, home page. So in the home page, if you look at this bottom here, right, you can see made with ClickFunnels. All right, if you don't want this to be shown when someone goes to your web page for your reason, you don't want this shown, yeah, that's how you get it removed. All right, so you remove the affiliate badge, hide it, and if you hide it, this won't show anymore. All right, but if I want it shown, because I'm a proud ClickFunnels user, okay, so I would put that back on show. And yeah, so you want to definitely leave this search engines on show. Yeah, so that's basically it, and we're done with the settings. All right, so pop-up in this page, there's really no pop-up because I didn't feel the need to put a pop-up, but pop-up comes in handy when you want to maybe use a pop-up, like a pop-up is a pop-up. All right, so yeah, so if you want to use a pop-up, you could get that configured. If you see you want a pop-up done for you, you could contact me and I'll get that done for you. It's totally up to you. All right, so sections, rows, columns, elements. All right, so basically section is a whole block of code. All right, it's usually you know a section when you see this green icons and these arrows here, you know it's a section, and you see this green plus button. If I can get to one where it's clear, okay, you can see this green plus button. This button sort of tells you to add a new section. So a section is a block of rows. All right, so a section is a block of rows. A row is a row with lots of colons. A colon contains as many elements as possible. All right, so you've got sections, rows, colons, and elements. All right, so we would talk about how to edit sections. So if you hover over an empty section or a space in the section, you see these green icons on the top right, and you see these arrows on the top left. All right, these arrows help you change the positioning of this section. So if I put this down, you can see the section goes all the way down. All right, alright, so you see went all the way down. Now this is the first section, and this becomes the second section. Alright, so I definitely don't want that. So I press this arrow to go back to undo whatever I did, and so the section is back up, and yeah, you can see that we have the section back up. So that's basically what these arrows do. They change the position of a section. Alright, and yeah, so on this icons on the top right corner, you can see we've got settings, we've got clone. This is clone the section. Maybe you've done some things in the section, in particular design, you don't want to go through the stress of doing all over again. You can just hit on this clone button and it clones exactly the same thing for you again. Alright, so if I hit on there, you can see that it clones exactly the same thing for me. Alright, so now I've got two identical sections. You can see section 1 is cloned, and this same thing happens. It took everything that's on that section. It doesn't really touch anything. It just clones it exactly the way it is for you. Alright, so I will be deleting this. I delete this because I want only one section. So yeah, this button, this icon is to delete a section. So I delete it, and I'm back to my one section. Alright, so that's that, and yeah, this is to save the section. Maybe you want to save the section and use it in another funnel, and yeah, you don't want to have to go through the stress of redesigning that section. You could save the section, and it saves, and whenever you want to create a new section, you'd see my sections, and you click on that and you see the section you saved with the name you saved it as. Alright, so the most important part of the section is the settings. Alright, so you hit on this button, a sidebar pops up, and you're able to edit your section. Alright, so you can see section clone. That's because I deleted the original section and I left the clone. That's why you see section clone. Alright, so we've got section clone. You've got BG image, meaning the background image. Alright, so this image you can see on the background, it's sort of got it here, and I put the weight on 100. Alright, so that's really important. And I wrote a code where you could increase the brightness and decrease the brightness of your image. Alright, so you can see it's full bright, and I want people to be able to read the text because it's on white, so I darken the background a bit so they can see the text, and yeah, so you get the whole point. So so basically you would need to bother yourself a lot about editing this section because they're really all done for you. I just want to show you how it was done. Alright, so nothing here to see, just the drop shadow, and there's really no drop shadow for a section because you wouldn't notice it because it's full width. Alright, and the corners are squared. It doesn't have any borders. The advanced CSS floating and positioning is a none, and yeah, so it's not sticky. You could create a sticky section, that thing you see when you're scrolling over a website and the header doesn't move. Yeah, so if you want to get something like that, it's this sticky, so stick it on to top on scroll or bottom on load. Alright, so really it's all up to you. Well, like I said, everything is already designed for you from top to bottom. So if you want to change the background image, which is very important, you might want to, or you might decide to use this background image because it's license free, and nobody's going to sue you for using this image. Well, if you want to change it, yeah, so this is it. You want to change the image, you click on this icon button. So it opens all of the images you have in your library. Okay, so you see I've got a couple images in my library. And yeah, if you want to use some of these images, you could okay, you probably won't have any of this in your library because this is my library. Alright, so if you want to upload images, you could drag and drop images on these sections, or you could click on this upload and you upload images directly from your laptop. Alright, but if you want to search for images, you can search here. So if I say woman, click on enter, I can search. It's ClickFunnels gets me lots of pictures of women, and I could use any one I want to. Yeah, so you could just double click on it to download it to your ClickFunnels, and when you've done that, you go back to library and you see the image and you click on it. Alright, so that's once you click on it and you put add image. Alright, once you click on add image, it shows you the image. Alright, but I don't want to do that. I want to cancel that and leave this image as it is. Alright, so yeah, so that's it, and that's how to edit sections. So the next thing we're going to be talking about how to edit is your rows. Alright, so rows are denoted with blue borders. Alright, so you can see this blue border on the screen right now. It's denoted by a row. Alright, remember I told you sections, rows, columns, and elements. Alright, so when you create a new row, you're required to select a number column row. Alright, so you've got one column row, you've got two column rows. Okay, I'm trying to get something done. Okay, so it looks perfect. Alright, so you get two column rows, you get three, you get 4, 5, and 6 column rows. Alright, so if I hover over a row, you can see I'm hovering over this row and I click on add new row. Sidebar pops up, and I'm asked if I want a 1 column row. Like I said, 2 columns, triple rows, 4 column rows, 5 columns, 6 left sidebar and right sidebar. Alright, so it totally depends upon on you. You could have certain ways you want to display content, and 2 column rows is actually what you feel will come up right, or 3 column rows, or 4. Yeah, like I said, it totally depends on you, and you could choose it however you want that. And yeah, so right now I'm using this particular row. This particular one I'm in is a single column row. Okay, you can see an element is denoted by an orange border. You can see it stretches from left to right. So if you bring your attention to this particular row up here, you can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6 column row. You can see the element is from this point to this point. You've got 1 element, you've got 2 elements, 3 elements, 4 elements, 5 elements, 6 elements. Alright, I hope the point, you sort of get the point. So we've got 6 column rows here, we've got 1 column row here, you've got 1 column row here, you've got 3 column rows here. Alright, you can see this is a column, this is a column, this is a column. Alright, I think this is a perfect example because I changed the background colors of each column, so you can see this column is a bit darker, and this column is a bit lighter, and this column is gray. Alright, so these are 3 columns with a lot of elements in it. Alright, so how do you edit a column, a row rather? How do you edit a row? So you hover over this row, and you can see these icons similar to the section icon, and you can see these icons all here, the arrows as well to change the positioning of the rows. And this icon, you can delete it, you can save it, you can clone it like I showed you with the section, and you could put it on, you can edit it. That's the settings. So if I hit on this, a sidebar pops up, and you can see 1 row column, 1 column row, sorry, pardon me, 1 column row, and so don't twist it there. And background image is none. I'm not using any background image. The BG color is transparent. Okay, so I can change that. I could make it white. You can see it's white. I can make it red. I can make it blue. Okay, I can make it cyan, and I can take it back to transparent. Alright, so you can see how I'm changing it. Okay, so it's black now, and I want to make it transparent all the way to this end, and it's transparent. Alright, so Yeah, so that's how to change the colors of it. The images is similar to the section images. You would click on that icon, get to your library, select an image you want to use, and yeah, that's it. The weight is 100%. You saw me messing with the padding a bit just before I started talking about it. So you can increase the padding, that's the space it gives from the bottom to the bottom line to the last element. Alright, so I increased the padding a bit, and I could increase the padding top a bit as well. Yeah, it depends all on you. However you want to fix your design is all totally up to you. You can also increase the padding left to right. Alright, so yeah, so that's basically what it is on a row, how to edit a row. And yeah, you can make a row visible only on mobile views, and you can do that as well on your desktop views. Okay, so an example of a row that I made visible only on desktop views, you could see that it clearly states it up there, desktop only, desktop only. So on my mobile view, you won't see that row. Alright, so you can see we don't see that row. The first row we see is this particular row, but on the desktop view, you can see the first row we see is the nav bar row. Okay, so that's what that button does. It makes sure that if you don't want a row to show on a desktop view, or you don't want the row to show on mobile view, you hit on those buttons, alright, those icons. Let me show you that again so you don't get confused. Alright, so you can see this is on desktop only. I can hit it on mobile only and it disappears from here, and it's only on the mobile view. I can put it back on the desktop only. I can put it on all. I can hide it totally. Alright, so it depends on you. That's how to get this part done. And yeah, so let's talk about elements. Alright, so we want to talk about elements. First things first, we're talking about text, because you're going to want to have to change this text. Alright, so you can see when I hover over this text, you can see an orange border with the same icons, but this one has a move rather than having an arrow. It's got a move, so it's sort of drag. So if you want to change the position, you sort of drag it, and you see a line, an orange line. Alright, this orange line is sort of indicating where you're dragging it to. You can see this text moves up, and this one goes below. Alright, so you can drag it back up. Yeah, so that's basically what this move does. It's either you hold it over here and you drag it, click down on it and drag it, or you do that here. Okay, so this is the same thing, this does the same thing, this clones it, and this deletes it. Alright, so we don't want to delete it, we want to edit it. Alright, so if you want to edit a text, you don't edit a text from these setting buttons. Alright, we'll talk about that in a bit. How you edit a text is you when you hover over the text, you click on it again, and when you click on it, you see this. Now this is a text editor. Alright, so we're in the text editor, and you can edit this text right now. Alright, let us brighten your smile. Alright, that is a killer hook right there. You can use that if you want to, or you can change that if you feel you got something better, but I believe that's a killer hook. Alright, so if you want to edit this text, change it from let us brighten your smile. You can change it to let us brighten your smile now. If I add now, you can see that. Okay, sorry about that. You can see that. So when I'm done, I feel like I'm done with this. I could hit my mouse on somewhere else, and it's done. Alright, so yeah, when you make changes and you want to save, it's really important you see this button over here, you click on it, and it starts saving your progress. It saves what you've done so far. So be sure to always hit on this, because you don't want to use all your data by accident, or maybe your laptop goes off. So whenever you make a slight change, I advise you save it immediately. Alright, and you use this preview button to see what it looks like. Alright, that's what this preview does. Alright, so yeah, you can see we've changed this to let us brighten your smile now. Okay, you might be asking yourself, why are this part bold and this part isn't? Alright, so if I hit on it again, I'll show you why. So I sort of selected some part to be bold. You can see this part, I selected it to be bold. I can make it not to be bold anymore by hitting this button, this B button, and you can see it's no longer bold. Alright, I can do that to all of them. I can say I don't want anything to be bold, and yeah, everything, nothing is bold now. You can see nothing is bold. and it's all back to regular normal width. Alright, but if I want it bold again, a particular word bold, you just highlight that word and you hit on this bold button, it makes it bold. You highlight another one and you sort of hit on this bold button and it makes it bold as well. Alright, so that's how to make text bold. Alright, so we want to if you want to change the font of this text, you want to change the width of the text, you want to change the size of the text. Now that's when you're going to have to, you could there are two ways you could get to edit it like that. You could, when you click on it and you are this editor, you could click on this settings right from here. But if you don't want to, if you want to go straight to the settings, you hover over it and you see this orange border and you click on this settings. Alright, same thing applies when you do both. Alright, so sidebar comes up and you can see the font size. So this is the font size for laptop views and desktop views, and this is the font size for mobile views. Okay, you can see that I set the font size for laptop and desktop views at 92 pixels and mobile size is 68. Alright, so font family is Oswald. If you've got a better font you want to use, you could change that. You can see all I did was hit on this let me go back. I hit on this and it showed me all the fonts it's got. Alright, so this isn't all the font ClickFunnels has. If you are looking for a particular font, you could use browse all Google fonts. Alright, so if you browse all Google fonts, you can see tons and tons of fonts. It's virtually endless. Alright, so you have lots of fonts. There is no font you want, there isn't here, trust me. Alright, so yeah, you could pick any font from there, or you could pick all these most used fonts from here. It's totally up to you. And yeah, so you can change the text color. You can see that the text color is white and bold color is white as well. Okay, so if you want to make the bold color something else, you can make it blue, and you can see it changed. The bold color is blue now, but I want it back to white. So yeah, so that's how you get those kind of things done. You probably might have seen it on the website and you're like, wow, this is really beautiful. How did they do this? Well, now you know how to do it. Alright, so yes, the margin. Okay, you could increase the margin if you want a bit space from the text to whatever it's on top of it. You can increase the margin, and you can see the margin moves. It moves. You can see it's moving. Alright, so you could put it back at 0 if you want to. So that's how to add spacing from the top of whatever from the top or from the last element or the last thing above the text. If you want to create space between it, so you use the top margin. Alright, so in the advanced, you really need not to bother yourself about this part, but if you want to, you've got the line height, you've got text transformation. If you want everything all uppercase, you can see everything is now all uppercase. Alright, and if I want to increase the line height, I could increase it. So you change the line height, you can see that, but I want it back to what it was and normal. So you can change the letter spacing. You can make it a 3 pixel. You can see those spaces between each letter, and you can put it back at normal. You can put text shadows if you want to. You can remove that if you want to. You can do strong shadow. You can see a bit drop shadow of all the text showing right there, and you put in no shadow. You can change the text column to 2, 3, 4, depending on you. You can add icons. Alright, you can add icons if you want to. And like I said, it's totally up to you. And yeah, so that's how to edit text, and really that's how simple it is to edit text. Alright, so you want to do that to this text, let us brighten your smile. If you feel like this hook isn't good enough for your business, you've got better hook, you can do that. And this text over here, this paragraph, you want to sort of edit this paragraph. Alright, so one thing I haven't shown you how to do now is how to add new elements. Alright, so if you have before you can add an element, you need a section. Before you can add a row, like I said, before you can add an element, you need a row. Before you can add a row, you need a section. Alright, so how it goes is you create a section, you create a row, and you have to know the type of column you want to use. You can use 1 column, you can use 2 column rows, you can use 3 column rows. Alright, so whatever column row you want to. When you create a column, then you create an element. Alright, so When you create an element, you can see this add new element. So if I click on add new element, you can see the sidebar pops up, and in sidebar we've got text, then headline text. This is a headline text, alright. Sub headline text are similar to headline text, but they're a bit smaller. And you've got paragraph, and this is a paragraph, and you've got bullet list. Okay, if you've got a list of things you want to list out, you've got a bullet list. Alright. So images, alright. You've got an image element, you've got image pop-up, you've got videos, video pop-up, you've got audio, you've got forms, alright, buttons, or how to add buttons. And you've got Facebook opt-in, you've got input fields, alright, input fields, you know what input fields are, you've got select boxes, text, and you've got a lot of things, and you've got a lot of elements, alright, even down to custom JavaScript block of codes. You've got dividers, you've got navigation, you've got icons, image features, and all of that. Okay, so yeah, so let's get out of here. So that's how to add new elements to your sections or your rows. All right, so let's try and see how we could edit this button. So if you hover over this button, you can see the orange border comes live too, and you click on settings. Now if you click on settings, what can you set in the button? You can set the button text. You can see I wrote book appointment here. Alright, so this is book appointment here. You can change it to book now if that makes you happier. If I take this out and put book now, you can see it changes as well, book now, but I want it to be book appointments instead. Alright, so you can leave that. You can add a subtext, book and appointments with the best. Alright, you can see over here it's subtext if you want that. Alright, so you can add that. And yeah, so this is how to select the font family. You know how to do the fonts. You just click on this, and I'll use Montserrat for the font of buttons. So you can change that to Oswald if you want that, or you can change that to something else. Alright, it's all up to you. You're in control. Montserrat. Alright, so I'm leaving mine at Montserrat. So this is the text font size. I left it at 20, and for mobile view is 14. I have no subtext, so this isn't important. And text color, you can see the text color is white, and the button color is the background color for the button is blue. So you can change that if you've got a different primary color for your website or your company, and you want that all true. You can change that color as well. Alright, so in the advanced is really what you should bother yourself about with, but I will take you through it. Alright, so button width is fluid. Fluid is sort of it takes the it gives spacing between the words and the button. So the button is basically as the width of the text with additional padding. Alright, but if you make it full width, it's going to stretch throughout. Alright, you can see that it stretches throughout the whole colon it takes. Alright, so we're going to leave it as fluid. And display block, and if you do display inline, it's sort of really it's all about CSS. I don't know if you're going to know how to block. It takes all the block, and inline it takes a particular space. Alright, so style is custom. If you want a line flat, you can see it gives this sort of border on the button. So line flat, if you want line flat, it's all up to you. I'm leaving it at custom. Vertical space and all of this. Corners is square, border is none. And yeah, so that's all you need to know on buttons, really. And you can as well make it visible only on mobile phones and or desktop if you want to. Okay, so the every other thing is just touch and edit. Alright, so this is an icon. You can touch and edit it. So the one thing we haven't talked about is editing particular rows. Alright, so if you've got a column you want to edit, like this particular column, you can see we have a different color, and this we have a different color, and this we have a different color. I know we haven't talked about that. So how do you achieve this? Alright, so you go to columns, on columns, and so you see it sort of outlines all the columns on your web page. Alright, so you can see if I hover over this, it shows me that column. I hover over this, it shows me the column. I hover over this, and it shows me the particular column I'm looking for. Okay, this column. So I hit on this edit icon, hit on this edit icon, and you can see we are a sidebar pops up as well, and you can see we are the first column, edit first column. You can see the color I picked. See the text color. I changed the text color particular to this. So if I put it by white. Yeah, so I can add an image if I wanted to this particular column, but I wouldn't be doing that. So this is how to edit a particular column, change the background color. If I want to, let's save this so I don't make this. So I want to change the color to red. You see I changed it to red just now, and I want to change it back to what it was. Yeah, back to what it was. So I changed it back to what it was. I can change it to cyan. Yeah, it's totally up to you, so you get the point. And you can do the same thing to this other column and the last column as well. Alright, so that's how to edit columns. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is just text. Alright, so this particular element is called a featured image. Alright, featured image is where you have a text, an image with text. Alright, so in this part you're going to have to click on this settings. You click on settings to add your signature. Okay, you're going to have to add your signature so it looks, because I mean it's sort of important, it goes with the design. You can delete that if you don't want to do that, but if you want to do it, you can add your image here and the subtext and the text. I'll show you how to do that. And the text colors, the headline color and the text color, you can change both of that there. The headline size, you can change both of, and the text size, you can change both of that there. And you can see the font family I'm using is Lato. You can change that as well to whatever it is you want to use. And if you want to change the text, let's say I want to change this text from your name, you're definitely going to have to change it from your name to your actual name. So I'll say Niklaus M. Alright, you can see that easy. And I want to write a bit about me here. Just maybe my role, lead programmer. Alright, so lead programmer and my company, let's say the company I work at, laptop tops champ. Okay, so you can do something like that. You can see how easy it is. Yeah, so you can do something like this if you want to, and put in your signature here, and you see how beautiful it comes out. Alright, so you want to add text here, talk a bit more about why they should choose your clinic, and the book appointment button sends them to a page, a booking page, like the booking page I showed you. Alright, so yeah, our values, you just want to change all of this, and yeah, this as well, you want to change this, where kindness meets professionalism. If you don't like this hook, I really don't know what else to tell you. But if you've got something better, you can put it there and talk a bit more, because you're trying to convert, alright, you're trying to tell these people why they need to choose your clinic over some other person's clinic. Alright, so you want to change all of this text. We've got some icons here, you can change that as well if you want to. They're just images. Alright, so I will teach you how to change images. So if I hit on this, and you can see it hovers, and same thing happens here, same thing. So this is our images. So I click on settings to change an image. Changing the image is basically like changing a background image of a section, a row, or a column. Alright, so same thing applies here. You can click on this and change the image, and so when I'm back in my library, you can see those images here. Now this is a particular one I chose, so you can click on that and add it, and it changes that straight away. Okay, so if you've got better icons you want to use, you can download that from Flat Icons. Okay, that's where I get all my icons from, Flat Icons. They are also free, so you have no problem with that. Okay, so you want to add some text here. It could be whatever it is. It could be little testimonials if you want it, or you could a bit more. Or if you feel like you don't have anything to say, you can delete this section entirely, and it goes all the way. Okay, and then you want to show them a few of your doctors and your dentists, okay, in your company, in your hospital. So you could change this image like I showed you above. Change this image, change this text. All of this text, a bit more about them should be here. And yeah, contact us now. Takes them to this contact us page, all right, where they could drop their name, their email address, phone number, and a question if they've got any questions. All right. So I will be showing you where all of this information will be stored, so you could always see it when you go check in. All right. You can see if anybody dropped an email or for you a question for you, that you have a name, email, phone number, and questions. Okay. So yeah. So that's basically, we're done with the home page, and we have a full idea of what it does. Okay, so this is an image, or you could remove this and put yours, or if you want a live coded address, you can contact me. I can get that done for you. It takes a bit more than explaining to get that done, because it's actual coding, so I could get that done for you. Just contact me, and if you don't want this, you could delete this as well. But if you want a live location, you can contact me and I'll get that done for you. Okay, so you want to change this host code to your name, your company's name. All right, so you could leave that, and you want to add your social media platforms to this place, to the Facebook and Twitter. So you can see shared link. You could add yours here, and Twitter handle, you could add yours here as well. So now it's just mine that's there, and yeah. So that's it. So when you're done with all of this and you feel like it's pretty to yours. Alright, so when you're done saving, you want to use this button to exit it, and let me do that. Exit. Alright, so we're back to our funnel overview, and yeah, you could if you want to edit your booking page, which you definitely want to do, you hit on this tab, the booking page. You would need to create a Calendly account. All right, so it's very important for you to create a Calendly account so that you could get your clients to book your services. And like I said, if you want to get this done and you have no idea of how to get it done, you could contact me, and I would be getting it done for you. All right, straight away I will be getting it done for you without hesitations. So yeah. All right, so one step closer to the smile you always dreamed of. Alright, look, I've got to tell you guys, this is £1 billion book right there. Alright, so yeah, you could change that like I showed you in the previous web page. You can change that if you want to. You can change this as well. You definitely want to change this because there's a bunch of lorem ipsum. Alright, you want to also change this as well. This could be exactly the same thing it was on the other page. And yeah, this side where you go custom JavaScript / HTML, this is where I will be embedding your booking code, alright, so that they can book your services on Calendly. Okay, so all you need to do is contact me, and I will be embedding it for you. Okay, so if you can't do it, you just contact me and I will embed it for you. Alright, so that's basically all there is on your booking page, because I have done everything for you. So you get that code, I embed it for you. If you don't know how to get it, you contact me and we'll walk through it together. Alright, so when you're done with all of that, you hit on save. Alright, saves, and we're out of this page to the next page. Alright, so the next page we're going to be seeing is our thank you page. Alright, so this is what you'd see on the thank you page. It's just a thank you immediately after the booking. Immediately after the booking, they are going to get to this page. Thank you, you're on the waiting list. You receive an email shortly. Okay, so when the booking is done, you could send them an email, because you already have their email addresses on both ClickFunnels and your in our case Calendly. Alright, so you could send them an email on when they should come in person for to get whatever they want to get done. Alright. Okay, so that's basically pretty short. Alright, so thank you. you're on the waiting list. You'll receive an email shortly. All right. So that is that. And the next page we want to talk about is the testimonial page. All right. So in the testimonial page, let me head over to the So we go to testimonial. All right. So in our testimonial page, you can see here are some of what our patients have been saying. If you want to change it, like I said, if you want to change this as well, it's totally up to you. But if you ask me, that's something right there. All right. So lorem ipsum, you want to definitely have to change it. You definitely have to change this. All right. So book appointment. This takes them to the back to the booking page. All right. So here are some testimonials. You've got a pretty lady, and you've got some things she said and her name, and same thing here. You got Amanda Payton. You've got this guy. You've got that. I just did something really pretty. Well, if you want some other design, you could do that yourself, or you could contact me and I could get that done for you. All right. So you could add more testimonials if you want, or you could leave it at this. If you feel like this is okay for you, you just need to change just the text. All right. And you could add the same pictures, the same way I showed you how to add pictures. All right. It's pretty easy. Just add pictures of the actual people that gave the testimonials and their testimonies, and their names as well. You definitely want to put their names, and yeah. So that's basically what it is on the testimonial page. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. The meat of this whole thing is to get them to book your services, all right? And we have discussed that. Okay, and then the final page on our funnel is the team page. All right. So like I said, some people really want to know who you're working with. All right. So we've got the team that makes it possible. Look, guys, I'm really, guys. This is a hook right here. All right. So you can change that as well if you want to. You can leave that because I feel like it's perfect, and you definitely want to change this lorem ipsum. All right. So book appointment also does the same thing. Takes them to the booking page. And yeah, we've got a list of, like I said in the beginning of the tutorial, we've got a list of my workers. Okay, they're all demo. Alright, so you can change the images and the name and their information. You could add more of this sort of display. Like I showed you, you could just clone it, and it clones it. Then you change the image and the text. All you need to do is clone it, then change email and text. If you've got more workers you want to show, you can just clone it and change email and text. It's got an amazing mobile display as well, so you don't get scared when you clone it. If you clone it, it's still going to fall in place. Alright, so yeah, so that's basically it. And then you get to this point, like I explained before, you can get them to provide their emails and name an email for a newsletter. So get all the latest updates when you register for our newsletter. Alright. So you want to change this part as well. You want to change this lorem ipsum and tell them a bit why they need to do that, because the benefits they'll be getting when they register for your newsletter. Alright, so that's that on all the pages you'll be getting, and it's pretty easy, pretty all done for you. Like I said, all you need to do is change the text, and like I said, if you can't get the embedded code done, you could like I said, always contact me, and yeah, I haven't shown you the email you could contact me with. So if you hit on the email below to contact me, the email below, you can use that to contact me, or you want to contact me another, probably you have some other thing you want to talk to me about, you could always use the email below, and you could contact me with that email below. And when you hit the button below, you could get started and get this amazing funnel all built for you. You don't need to go through the stress of doing it all over again, because it's all done for you. So the last thing I want to be talking about is the contact list. Alright, so where would you see all of those contact information that is sent to you? Alright, so yeah, if I need to do a demo, so you see we do it live. Alright, so it was in the home page. Yeah, at the home page. Alright, so I go straight down to where I had that contact. Okay, so any questions, contact us freely and we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so we've got Niklaus M. Alright, an email address. We've got Black Train. Alright, that's also my email address. You can contact me with this email address if you want to. And phone number, just plus 447 795. Okay, I will be writing all of my my phone number. Let me just write something wrong here. 039960. Okay, so don't call this number. Okay, so I have questions. How can I get this funnel? Okay, so that's probably my question. How can I get this funnel? So I click on submit. So it's submitting, and yeah, to answer that question, you can get the question, you can get the funnel by hitting the button below. Obviously, but still, if you didn't know, you could get the funnel by clicking the button below, and you get the funnel. So you see, when they submit, it automatically takes them to the next step, which is the booking page, alright, where they could actually book your service. So that code I showed you, that part I showed you, this is what the code looks like. Alright, it's going to look like this, and you have the code here, and it's automatically going to generate your time. Alright, so you're probably in the US, or you're in somewhere in Europe like myself, or you're in Africa, or you're in Asia. Regardless of wherever it is, it's going to generate your time for the person, so that there's no conflict. Alright, so I've got a 15 minutes booking calendar here, and whatever time I set the time from Mondays to Fridays only, and I set particular time. Okay, so if I say I want to book on a Friday, and you can see I can select the time I want to book on a Friday. So it's a 15 minutes time, 8 a.m. to 15 a.m., 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 to 8:45, 9 o'clock, 9:15. Yeah, so I could choose any day I want, and I book the service. So if I book the service, I confirm it, and once I confirm it, it sends an email to me, which is you, because when your client confirms it, it sends an email to you, and yeah, you guys sort of settle things done. And so that's what the code does for you. Really amazing. You can see how amazing it is. So yeah, you could do that. Really, it's awesome. And if you can get this done, you could just contact me. I could get it done for you. Like I said, with the email I provided, and I will get it done for you. And yeah, really, there's really no fuss about that. And so that's that on that. And let's go over back to our dashboard and see how we could get the contacts. Okay, so when we're in our funnels, all right, we want to get the contacts specific to this funnel. That's the MD sales funnel. You see step stats and contact. You click on contact, and remember we had Niklaus and my name and all of that. So you want to go to contact and see if you've got new contacts. Alright guys, so we're in the contact, and you can see we got Niklaus M blacktrain@gmail.com 2 minutes ago. Okay, so I could edit it to see the questions he asked. So I only have one contact on this funnel. In your case, you have none, because you probably didn't have any contact at all. So remember, we took the full name and the shipping address. We didn't do this, but it got this based on my address. So this is actually my address, Woolwich, London, Great Britain, and my postal code. This is my IP address as well. So it gets all of this on auto. It also gets all of this. This part, it got it because I have run a lot of tests, and my account knows it's me, so it provided my information as well. Alright, so you can see the message. Yeah, so that's basically you're seeing this is part of a conflict, because like I said, I run a lot of tests, and Clickfunnels is all confused right now. Okay, so yeah, so that's it guys. That's really how you can see the questions. And the question I asked, if you want to get how to get the funnel, you can just hit the button below and you get it all for free. Okay, this amazing funnels I showed you, you get it all for free. And if you got any questions, you got any problems at all, you really want to get something done and you don't know how to get it done, like I said, you could this is my email address. If you want, you can message me here. This is my email address. you do not call this number. It probably won't go through. Even if it goes through, it's probably somebody else's number. But this is my email address, and you could either use this, or you could use the email address below to get to me, and I would respond to you. Remember, I will be giving 70% discount for anyone who messages me with the code MD Sales Funnel. Okay, so if you message me with the code MD Funnels or MD Sales Funnel, I will know you got my contact via this tutorial video, and I will be giving you 70% discount. Alright, so that's the best I can do for you guys, because I want you to succeed in your businesses. I want you to explode your business with ClickFunnels. Okay, so that's why I'm basically introducing you guys to ClickFunnels, and its amazing capabilities and all it can do. Okay, so I'll be hoping to hear from you guys soon, and I'll be hoping to see you on the winning team. Remember, I can get your business up and running within 5 days. Alright, 5 days. Alright, guys, and I can get you a life-changing, 6-figure generating business up and running in ClickFunnels. Okay, so I can't wait for you guys to join the winning team. I can't wait for you guys to get started with ClickFunnels. Remember, hit the button below to get started, and if you've got any questions at all, message me via this email on my screen right now, or you can message me via the email below. Regardless of whichever email you message me, I will be contacting you as soon as I get your email. Alright, so yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for staying tuned. And like I said, if you've got any questions, be sure to hit me down below. And yeah, thanks, guys. I will see you guys, hoping to see you guys really soon. Alright, so cheers. Niklaus out.